Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. And I'm going to be dealing with two clips, putting them together, then, dealing with the topic that our people trust in Egypt. Our people, it's funny, they literally trust in Africa and they trust in America, and here it is, we're the Israelites. Our people have this is how you know we're the Israelites, because just like in the Bible, our people have a serious dependency on their captivators. Our people have a serious dependency and can't function without the people who put them in slavery and without the lands that is not our true homeland. All right, and so I'm gonna let this first clip play, and then the second clip is just even so much the more worse. It happened out here in Detroit, actually. But this first clip, now this guy, I'm not sure if he is a Jake or if he's a Hamite. I'm gonna say he kind of built like a Jake, the way his structure is, his muscle insertions, he's built like a Judite, but you're gonna see what he's talking about, right? So let's see what he's talking about.
This is our home. This is where we have our freedom. This is what we call home. We live in America. We live in Europe. We have the people there, but we are not free there. That is not our home. We are there to make money. This is our home, Africa. This is where we have the real freedom. I'm an African, and I'm proud to be an African. And I'm my city. I'm living on joy. I'm in the forest. I'm getting the natural air. I'm looking at the animal. I'm surrounded by animal, by elephant, lion, everything. I'm in the jungle, and I'm part of myself. I'm part of who I am. I'm part of the man that God created me. I'm part of the talent that God gives to me. I'm part of the African that I am. God bless.
Alright, like I'm saying, y'all, you can see he has a bit of a zeal, right? So I'm saying, hey, he might be a Jake. He talking about God. How many motherfuckers in Africa, actually talking about God? And he's not saying Allah, so I don't know if he's a Muslim. But, he has the right idea, but the wrong location. Yeah, you're right. America is not our home. Europe is not our home. We were brought there to make them money. But are we Africans? No. Is Africa our home? No. So that's the part where he's going off at. So this guy is a bit more sincere. You see he's standing out there, he in shape, he got his gun. See now, the reason why you need that gun, see in the kingdom of heaven, it tells you we gonna dwell safely. We're not gonna have to have a gun in case a lion bop out the bush while we talking shit on Instagram, right? Because that's why he got that gun. While he ripping and running his mouth, a wildebeest could bust out a bush on them, and they have to go to an immediate break and fight for their lives, right? Well, when we get back to our holy land, led by the Messiah, not by a boat, not by a plane, not by a ferry, we will have everlasting peace. We will not be under the threat of death in our homeland when we return. So this lets you know off rip, that's not our homeland.
It's Africa. Power to Africa, people. We are the future Africa. We are the power. We never give up. That's why God gives us swing. You see, Africa, we are so strong because of God. God bless us. The future is in Africa. This is home.
So like I'm saying, he has the right idea, but the wrong location. And we are blessed, and we are strong. And through our sufferings, we are great. All right, so right here, Psalms 137:5, it says, if I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy. All right, so our chief joy, our holy land that we are supposed to be, dying to get back to, is Jerusalem, which is in the land of Israel. That is the land that the Heavenly Father gave to us, not Africa. All right, although we spent time in Africa, after we ran into there, after 70 AD, and that is where Esau, even the so-called white man, happened to find us when he brought us over here into slavery, into the Americas. Africa is not our homeland. So if you aren't including doctrine, then like he said, hey, he said right here, let my hand forget her cunning. He said, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. Basically, man, let my hand forget its cunning. Just cast me out in the outer darkness, you know, to be through, if you will, to have no ability to do nothing. You better off not alive than to forget where you come from. All right, and let your tongue cleave to the roof of your mouth. Let me shut up. All right. Now, if he was doing all that hoopling and hollering in Israel, that would have been one thing. And ultimately, y'all, the bigger picture, right now, we're not trying to get over there because we have heathen. We have the enemy in our land. So we will only get back there when the Lord brings us back there and we're cracking off and spraying off cans of whoop ass. All right. But you see how our people, you know, like I said, he has a zeal, but he's misguided. And I'm playing him first because he's better off than the next clip I'm about to show. The next clip of niggas are just fucking through. All right. But you see, you know, if you're going to have all that energy, all that hoopling and hollering, do it for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Our people have all that energy, but for idols and for things that don't pertain to them. All right. Jeremiah 11 and 13. It says, for according to the number of thy cities were thy gods, O Judah, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem have ye set up altars to that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense unto Baal. All right, and I'm bringing this out to show you. Now, this is dealing specifically with idolatry, but our people worship any and everything under the sun rather than to worship the true power. And that guy, he's making an idol out of Africa, which is not our homeland. We are the Israelites. Okay? Let's go take a look. We are the Israelites. The Israelites. That reggae song, right? Exodus 11 and 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. So we are not the same people group as the Egyptians, and the Egyptians are Hamites. We are Hebrews from the line of Shem. They are, now, you know, the Egyptians literally, you know, Mizraim, by way of the line of Ham, ultimately. All right, so we're two different subgroups of people. All right, and what I mean by, you know, don't bug out, you know, we're not using the white man's science. We come out of the line of Shem. The majority of the inhabitants of Africa, they come out of the line of Ham. So that's not our homeland. That's their land. That's their portion that they were given. Ours is the land of Israel. So now, next clip. And now let's deal with the aspect that our people trust in Egypt. Let's deal with that aspect of the video.
Listen. So can you get up so someone doesn't run you over? Here, put him in your truck. Here, I don't care.
Eddie, I need you to put it together. I need you to put it together. I need you
So that's the end of both clips, and y'all just seen this silly minstrel show that them niggas put on. You know, so apparently their baby was choking on something, and they're zooming through the city to get to the hospital, and at some point they got pulled over. They're in straight up panic mode, and they resort back to 1692 straight Negro monkey boss, boss, I don't know what to do, boss. You know, straight monkey mode, bro. And these are the same women that be blasting that rap music, talking about they kill a nigga, and that dude too. You know, these are the same niggas that they kill a nigga. I ain't never been scared of a nigga. You know, Hail Mary, nigga, run quick, see? You know, that type spirit, right? But let shit get real, and they're literally on their knees running through the street crying to the white man. I seen this shit, y'all, and I just shook. I was like, oh my Lord, we are so low. We are so low. And that Edomite, he's looking at them. He's like, y'all calm down. And he was able to get the baby back breathing again. But like, hey, this shows you, our people still have that horrible Stockholm syndrome. You know, the white man came and calmed everybody down and put their asses at ease, resuscitated the baby. If you niggas would have stopped going banana fufana, you know, and gave him some little CPR, gave him his little 30 chest compressions and 2 breaths, CPR, y'all. Put your hands into a palm, put it on they fucking sternum, or they I forget the other word people use. What's the other word for sternum? Solar plexus, right? Middle, a little bit middle lower of the chest, and press 30 compressions. Quick, 30, 2 breaths. Do you keep doing that? All right. Now, granted, obviously, y'all, if your kid's dying, you take them to the hospital, because if you don't, you'll get charged with some, you know, negligence. You'll go to jail for the rest of the time we're here, right? But you see the complete disarray and insanity that we're in, and it didn't go away until the white man showed up, and that's about to stop, man. The so-called white man is not about to answer all the problems of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because he's who you run to for your salvation. Matter of fact, no, we're gonna go get that out. Y'all know where I'm going. We're gonna go to Isaiah 30. I was gonna get another one out of Isaiah 10, but we'll get this Isaiah 36 real quick. Isaiah 36:6. It says, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt." Egypt. Now, literally, y'all, in the time of Isaiah, in the time of Isaiah and Jeremiah, our people were trying to run back to Egypt, which they were commanded against. And because they did that, you know, Nebuchadnezzar had his army run up in that mug anyway, right? And in today's time, because Egypt is also synonymous with our captivities, especially and specifically here in America, our people still trust in this man, his technologies, his education, his food, his philosophy, his book, his history. But here it is, a nigga can't read, but oh no, nigga, nigga, evolution, nigga, dinosaur, nigga, Ice Age, my nigga, you know, right? But this nigga can't read. Nigga couldn't write his name with either his left hand or his right hand, but he believes in Esau Edom's philosophies and bullshit. It says, "Whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him." So our people are about to be shown that you can't trust in the so-called white man. Very, very soon, they're about to be shown this. When all of society that they've grown accustomed to begins the process of collapsing, that's when they're going to realize that they trusted in a lie. All right, the Heavenly Father is going to remove the so-called white man's, Esau Edom's threshold from the world. Then that's when our people are going to be like, oh shit, what do we do? Well, you're going to die because you didn't trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You're supposed to lean on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And like I said, granted, y'all, if your kid's dying, You know, you're not gonna, if he's choking, you're not gonna be able to throw herbs on him, throw some cayenne pepper on his face, and he's just back hopping and skipping. All right, for, you know, the main two things, if you're gonna go to the hospital, you know, mortal wounds and broken bones. What do I mean by mortal wounds? Somebody got shanked out, or somebody got shot at, you know, hit by a car, you know, fell off a building. Of course, you know, go get the brother or, you know, whatever household family member you can, you know, to help. Okay, there's two things that ain't fake, that, you know, but stitches and wraps. All right, stitches and wraps you need. If something breaks, you need to wrap that bitch, cast. Some get shot and stabbed, you need to stitch that hole up, clean the wound out. All right, that's legit. All right, but everything else, you don't got to go run to him for his pills because somebody got a cough. You don't got to go run to him because you're overweight. Lose the weight, get in shape, get your diet on, right? But you see how our people, they don't know how to function without the so-called white man. So what are they going to do when he's removed? Isaiah 25:7. Or what is he going to do when he pulls the teeth out? Because right now he's playing Mr. Nice Man. Or, oh, we're going to have to go to Revelation, y'all. Okay, this is Isaiah 25:7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. So Esau, Edom will be removed. He will not always and forever be. We're not going to be going to hospitals in the year 2100. Beaumont, you know, out here in Michigan, we have a hospital chain known as Beaumont. You know, Beaumont Oakwood, Beaumont Southgate, Beaumont Taylor, Beaumont Wyandotte. We ain't finna be going to Beaumont. All right, ain't gonna be no Beaumont hospitals in the kingdom of heaven. All right, let me get this one. See, our people have forgotten why we're here. You are here to suffer, ninja. This ain't the kingdom. These miracles is for Esau, Edom, and these heathen. They not for us. That's why we rarely have access to them. Here it is. Edomite go to the hospital once every week and is free of charge. You go to the hospital once, you getting charged $3,000. And anybody who's made frequent hospital visits and doesn't have insurance, brothers, y'all know, say I'm lying. You know, that hospital ride, it ain't cheap. The medicines they giving you ain't cheap. That overnight stay with breakfast, lunch, and dinner ain't cheap. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Revelation 12. I want to start at, yep, okay. Let me do another one, though. Let me double check this word real quick. Let me double check. Is it in Revelation? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. This is Revelation 12. It's in... Which verse do I want to get it out of? Let me see. We have 12 and... Yeah, I just saw 14. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is Revelation 12th chapter. It lets you know that, you know, the Edomite Roman Empire that was on our heads. You know, Herod tried to have Yahushua killed. You know, we was waiting for the Lord to be born. We fled into Africa after 70 AD. You know, we ended up going to slavery in the Americas, right? And dealing specifically in verse 14, it says, "And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time and times and a half a time from the face of the serpent." And so, matter of fact, and also, you know, I should have started with this one. I should have started with right here, verse 6. It says, "And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of Yahweh, that they should feed her there 1,260 days." All right, the 1,260 days, that represents 350 years, the time of our captivity. You know, here in America, from 1619 to 1969. All right, at first, after 70 AD, we fled to Africa, and then we ended up in America. And here in America is where we were fed and nourished for a time. Why? Because we were literally slaves. So they, as you know, they hated us and beat us and killed us, but they had to provide for us for a certain level so we could be slaves. And all these, you know, these couple of centuries later, we're still, our people, the majority of them are still in the slave mindset. They don't know how to function with anything outside of Esau, Edom's establishment. Niggas don't know how to grow crop. Niggas don't know how to raise farm animals. Right? Niggas don't know nothing about no herbs. You say herb to a nigga, he think you're talking about marijuana or whatever type of shit he like to smoke, right? So our people have been cradled by Esau, Edom, and have forgotten Yahweh B'Ashem, Yahweh Shai. So soon they're going to be destroyed, all right? And we're going to lean and rely on Yahweh B'Ashem, Yahweh Shai. The elect will, that remnant. Isaiah 10 and 20. What's the proof? And we'll close on this. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but they shall stay upon the Lord, Yahweh B'Ashem, Yahweh Shai, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. So we're going to stay on Yahweh B'Ashem, Yahweh Shai, y'all. And that's the elect. On Judgment Day, when all this shit's going down, all right, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, not the name of the white man, not the name of Biden, not the name of Obama, not the name of America. Yahweh B'Ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Whenever something goes down, as much as these niggas hate the so-called white man, as soon as something go down, who do they run to? The white man. At least take your ass. You could at least, okay, I'll put it to y'all like this, right? Y'all, when the CV first hit, I ended up getting extremely sick with strep throat. I usually get it every year. I got bad tonsils, right? And, I was trying to tough it out. I was trying to be a tough man. I was trying to tough it out. Fucked around and was withering away, literally lost about 20 pounds. I was trying to tough it out because you can't eat. All you can take in is liquids. Your throat is so swollen. So I was like, man, I gotta get up and I gotta go get me some. I'm wasting away here. So, my chick at the time, she had taught me, because obviously I wasn't going to the hospital because I knew what they was going to try to diagnose me with. So my girl was like, look, because, I'm trying to use the herbs and stuff, and it, just simply wasn't working as soon as would have been needful. So she was like, look, just go, get on RX, the website, RX, where you can get discount coupons for prescriptions, and then just go up to Walmart, and then you can get whatever antibiotic you need. And that's what I had, used to help kill off all of the, all of the strep throat that I had. So I went to Walmart, rather than actually running up in the hospital, because what you think would have happened? I would have ran up in there, they'd have put me on the respirator, and Malak might not be here right now, y'all. Our people, man, y'all gonna find out. And of course, I was praying and whatnot, of course, right? But our people, they don't do no praying, they don't do no fasting, they don't even try the herbs first. They don't nothing. They run to the white man, and they gonna fall. Like I said, that staff that our people lean on, it's gonna break off in their ass, and that's gonna be the destruction of this place. This place is gonna backfire on them. It's gonna backfire on them, y'all. So that's about it, man. I seen them 2 clips. I was like, oh boy. So I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, B'Ashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Ashem, Rakakorash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like the Akim Wa Akwath, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.